Welcome back to the Nap Lab. Today we're reviewing the Vesgantti mattress. There are technically many versions available on their website, but this review is going to stick to their most popular model from Amazon. According to the brand, this mattress is 12 inches thick, but in our test, it only measured 11.5 inches thick. It's a coil mattress primarily made with pocketed coils and a 2-inch comfort layer. Again, according to the brand, the mattress is equipped with memory foam, but in our test, the foam felt like a pretty typical polyurethane foam and nothing like any memory foam we've tested.
Make me believe it! Yes, yes, yes!
The main draws here are the low price and the fact that it's available with Prime shipping. So is this the super affordable mattress we've been waiting for? I have my doubts, but we're always on the hunt for amazing value mattresses. As we pull up the performance scorecard, those dreams of exceptionally good value are quickly dashed. This mattress has some highs, but also some low lows. On the positive side, Motion Transfer earned a score of 9.0 with response time, sex, and company all not far behind in the mid-8 range. From there, we see cooling, edge pour, and off-gassing all scored within a 6.6 and a 7.0. However, the category with the lowest score was pressure relief with a disappointing 4.0. Altogether, the Vesgantti earned a 7.07 performance score, which puts it within the bottom 3% among all mattresses tested to date. However, compared to the average coil mattress, it is within the bottom 42%. Either way, this is not a good score. The Vesgantti comes in a single firmness option. It's a 6 out of 10 on our firmness scale, where 10 is the most firm. This gives the mattress a medium firm feel. Next, we're going to talk through what the Vesgantti does best. First and foremost, the mattress has an extremely low price tag. It's probably why you're considering it. At $285 at the time of recording this video, the Vesgantti is $1,090 less expensive than the average mattress we've tested to date. Second, motion transfer levels were surprisingly low. This means there is little risk of one sleeper disturbing the other with simple movements during the night. Third, the mattress is highly responsive. Both the thin comfort layer and support coils are quick to spring back to shape, which aids in preventing any type of a stuck feeling. However, all mattresses aren't ideal for all sleepers. Let's talk through the important consideration points for the Vesgantti. First, the mattress is simply uncomfortable and has terrible pressure relief. It lacks both the quantity and quality of comfort material for even lightweight bodies to avoid pressure point buildup. Second, the mattress took far longer than average to finish off-gassing, which means you'll either have to wait the full 11 days for it to finish or put up with unpleasant odors during the first 2-ish weeks of use. Finally, lying at the edge of the mattress was difficult due to the poor edge support. There is no perimeter support foam or perimeter reinforced coils, so you'll need to be several inches away from the absolute edge to feel more fully supported. Your body weight and sleeping position impact the types of mattress that are best able to support you. Our analysis is designed to help match the correct mattress to the right body types and sleeping positions. Support on the Vesgantti is terrible. During our test, I felt that the mattress did not create sufficient support or comfort for my body. The mattress is equipped with a 9.5 inch support layer. This is 1.62 inches thicker than the average support layer thickness of 7.88 inches, based on all of our tests to date. While it's great to see a support layer that is thicker than average, that's not the full story. The quality of the coil unit, as well as the quality of the foam layers, is also important. As we'll discuss in the pressure relief section, pressure relief performance was terrible. The foam simply provides no substantial level of pressure relief or comfort. As a result, it is functionally as if you were lying directly on the spring unit itself. Suffice to say, lying so close to a metal spring coil unit does not feel great on the body and does not create great support. I do not recommend sleeping on the Vesgantti for any body type for back, stomach, or side sleeping. For a mattress to be comfortable, it needs to allow sleepers to lie in the same position without experiencing undue pressure points. The Vesgantti simply failed to achieve that requirement.
Oh, no.
As a result, I was unable to lie comfortably in the same position for any extended period of time. The lack of support on the Vesgantti has as much to do with lack of pressure relief and comfort as it is a lack of material quality and performance with respect to the 9.5 inch support layer. Based on all my tests to date, on analysis of the materials, and my subjective experiences, I'm confident most sleepers will find the Vesgantti support is terrible. This is one of the worst support experiences on a mattress I've tested in my 11-year testing career.
Be sure to visit us over at naplab.com/mattress-quiz. There, you can submit your needs and preferences, and we'll send you back a personalized recommendation based on your inputs.
Next up, we're going to move on to our individual performance tests. At Nap Lab, we test each mattress by analyzing according to 10 different factors that impact the feel, comfort, and performance. First up, we have a cooling test. To measure cooling, we lie on the mattress for 15 minutes, allow it to absorb body heat. Then we get off the mattress and take periodic measurements of the surface level temperature. Our tests show how the mattress retains and releases heat and overall cooling performance. Mattresses that breathe better, retain less heat, and sleep cooler are better as they allow sleepers to maintain a comfortable temperature. The Vesgantti has fair cooling. During our test, I felt a moderate level of heat retention around my body. Some isolated parts of my body, especially under my mid-back, I felt a level of heat retention that I would describe as hot. However, this was more isolated, with the bulk of the mattress just feeling warm. When we consider the material design, this is a pretty basic mattress. We have 2 inches of polyfoam comfort layers sitting atop a 9.5-inch coil unit. Having less foam in the mattress definitely helps to reduce heat retention, as there's simply less material that heat can be easily trapped within. Even so, the comfort layers don't seem to breathe particularly well, and I could notably feel the trapped heat around my body. In our objective temperature test, we measured a max surface level temperature of 90.9 degrees Fahrenheit. This is 1.1 degrees warmer than the average of 89.8 degrees Fahrenheit based on all of our tests to date. When we consider the combination of objective data, my subjective experiences, and an analysis of the materials, I'm confident in my view that cooling is fair. For the sinkage test, we lie on the mattress. In addition, we used a 12-pound medicine ball to test pressure point sinkage. Deeper sinkage can cause sleepers to feel overly enveloped by the material layers, while less sinkage can make you feel like you're sleeping more on top of the mattress as opposed to in it. Sinkage is a preferential factor. Some prefer more and others less. The Vesgantti has moderate sinkage. During our test, we measured a pressure point sinkage depth of 2.12 inches. This is 0.04 inches less sinkage than the average sinkage depth of 2.16 inches based on all of our tests to date. The mattress creates more of a traditional type of coil feel. While Vesgantti calls this a hybrid, it contains so little foam that I believe this mattress is closer to a coil mattress type than is a hybrid. There are only 2 inches of comfort material, and one of those is in the quilted cover. As a result, the substantial feel of the mattress is the metal springs. Those springs do not create a notable hug around the body. Ultimately, this mattress creates a more traditional coil and spring type of a feel. To be comfortable on the mattress, you'll need to prefer that coil feel and be okay with less hug and less body contour. To test motion transfer, we place one 12-pound medicine ball on one side of the mattress and drop another 12-pound medicine ball on the opposite side. In addition, we use an accelerometer to objectively measure the motion generated by the medicine ball drop. Lower motion transfer is better as it helps sleeping partners avoid disturbing each other during the night. The Vesgantti has a very low level of motion transfer. During our test, we measured a total acceleration range of 7.27 meters per second squared. This is 17% less motion transfer than the average of 8.74 meters per second squared. I was surprised by the low level of motion. Typically, mattresses with less foam and a tall spring coil unit will have a higher level of motion. Seemingly, the coil unit is doing a nice job at isolating movement between coils. In our motion transfer chart, which visualizes our accelerometer data, we can see the highest motion peaks from 0 to 0.14 seconds. We see a small secondary spike from 0.50 to 0.72 seconds, and it's not until 1.15 seconds that we return to near zero levels of energy. While I was pleased with a relatively low level of motion intensity, the longer than average motion duration is far from ideal. Even so, considering the price point and motion peaks, it's hard to complain too much. To test response time, we place a 12-pound medicine ball on the mattress. Once it's fully at rest, we then quickly remove it and objectively measure the amount of time it takes the mattress to recover and resume its original shape. A faster response time is better, as quicker responding material layers better adapt to your changes in movement and prevent any type of a stuck feeling. The Vesgantti is a mixed bag for material responsiveness, with a fast mostly recovered response time and a moderate fully recovered response time. In our mostly recovered test, we measured a recovery speed of 0.4 seconds, which is 0.03 seconds faster than the average of 0.43 seconds based on all of our tests to date. In our fully recovered responsiveness test, we measured a recovery speed of 1.1 seconds, which is 0.12 seconds slower than the average of 0.98 seconds. On the positive side, the bulk of the mattress is able to rebound back to shape incredibly quickly. This makes sense given that 9.5 inches of the total 11.5-inch design is the metal spring unit. These metal coils rebound back to shape effectively instantly. The 2-inch comfort layer takes a moment or two to fully recover to its original shape. Certainly, we would have liked to have seen the response time be closer to or better than the average, but at 1.1 seconds to recover, it's not excessively slow to fully recover. all things considered, I don't expect this level of responsiveness will be an issue for most sleepers. To run the bounce test, we drop a 12-pound medicine ball onto the mattress. We measure the maximum depth the ball sinks to before bounding up, as well as the maximum height it achieved on the bounce. Bounce is the preferential factor. Some prefer more, others less. However, more bounce is typically better than less, as it improves ease of movement, aids in response time, and improves sex performance. The Vesgantti has a high level of bounce. During our test, we measured a total bounce height of 10.33 inches. This is 1.06 inches more bounce than the average of 9.27 inches based on all of our tests to date. Typically, coil mattresses have a higher than average level of bounce, and that's exactly what we measured with the Vesgantti. The 9.5-inch coil unit rebounds ample bounce. In addition, having a thinner than average comfort layer is also aiding in the higher bounce. The higher bounce is greatly beneficial for sex and ease of movement. However, it's also the reason that we measured a longer than average motion duration. In addition, having a thinner than average comfort layer is also aiding the higher bounce. For an assessment of edge support, I lie on and sit on the edge of the mattress to measure the level of support and compression. Less linkage while sitting and lying directly on the edge of the mattress is better, as it creates a more supportive edge for sleeping, lounging, and amorous activities. The Vesgantti has good sitting edge support and poor lying edge support. In our sitting edge support test, we measured a sitting single compression of 4.50 inches. This is 0.46 inches more sitting sinkage than the average of 4.04 inches based on all of our tests to date. While sitting directly on the edge, the mattress did a surprisingly good job at maintaining its shape and providing good support. While sitting edge support was good, lying edge support left much to be desired. While lying directly on the edge of the mattress, I felt the support was poor in all sleeping positions. When my body was within even several inches of the edge, there was a notable compression of materials, especially under my midsection. The mattress contains no edge support foam and no reinforced edge support coils. When you couple this fact with a limited 2-inch comfort layer, you simply have no substantial materials that are capable of supporting sleepers at the edge. Overall, I found lying edge support to be incredibly disappointing. Even so, sitting edge support was still reasonably good. Our sex test uses a weighted formula to assess sex performance. Higher bounce and more supportive edges are the most important factors, with noise, pressure relief, and cooling being lesser weighted inputs. Mattresses with more bounce and better edge support perform better for sex, as do mattresses that don't make as much noise and are more comfortable to lie on. The Vesgantti has good sex performance. On the positive side, bounce is high and sitting edge support is good. Bounce and edge support are by far the most two critical factors for good sex. Mattresses that perform well in these two categories can earn a good score, even if performance elsewhere is subpar. Ultimately, that is exactly what we measured with the Vesgantti. On the negative side, noise was very high, pressure relief was terrible, and cooling was only fair. All of these sex performance categories earned below average scores. Even so, the higher than average bounce and good enough sitting edge support helped the Vesgantti earn a good score overall for sex. Our pressure relief test is a measure of overall pressure relief performance. We analyze materials, layers, thicknesses, density, and design elements in conjunction with a subjective assessment of our experience while lying on the mattress. Mattresses with better pressure relief are able to create a more comfortable sleeping surface. The Vesgantti has a terrible level of pressure relief. During our test, I felt excessive pressure points across my body. The mattress contains only 1 inch of comfort material underneath a 1-inch quilted cover. These mere 2 inches of comfort material are less than half of what the average mattress includes. Needless to say, having a comfort layer that is so much less than average isn't great. More distressing though is the quality of the foam layers. This comfort foam is among the worst I have ever seen in a mattress. The feel, the sound, the comfort, the pressure relief, everything about this foam screams poor performance and low quality. The performance level on day 1 was quite frankly awful. Given the relative quality, I'm incredibly concerned about the foam's longevity and what their performance may be in the long term. This type of foam simply is not likely to hold up well and will likely get notably worse over time. When I consider our objective pressure mapping tests, material thickness, material quality, and my subjective experiences on the mattress, I'm confident most sleepers will find pressure relief to be terrible. To evaluate off-gassing, we assess the mattress following the initial unboxing, taking a subjective measure of any strong smells. We monitor the mattress over a period of days until the mattress no longer has a strong odor. Mattresses with a less strong odor and/or an odor dissipates more quickly are better. The Vesgantti had a strong smell upon initial unboxing. The mattress smelled for 11 days. This is 4.6 days longer than the average smell duration of 6.4 days. If you're sensitive to strong odors, this could be an issue. The good news is the off-gassing is a one-time process and once complete, won't affect the mattress long term. The company score takes a look at the factors that may influence your experience with the mattress. Factors include length of the trial period, warranty, shipping costs, return costs, trust, and country of origin. The Vesgantti comes with a 100-night trial period and a 10-year warranty. Shipping and returns are both free. So, should you buy the Vesgantti? It's a firm no from me. The pressure relief is simply severely lacking, and in our test, I found the mattress to be both incredibly uncomfortable and unsupportive. If it was only cooling, edge support, or off-gassing that scored poorly, you could likely make a case for the Vesgantti given its incredibly budget-friendly price. But when a mattress simply isn't comfortable and you have additional weak performance areas, it simply becomes impossible to recommend. Cheap mattresses can be alluring, but I always advocate for investing in your sleep and health. Other mattresses that I do recommend around this price point are the Sienna, Via, Zoma Start, Lisa Studio, Nectar Classic, and the Brooklyn Bedding Copperflex. While each of those models are slightly more expensive than the Vesgantti, their performance and quality are significantly better as well. Well guys, that's it for this video. I hope you found it helpful. Comments and questions, please drop us those notes down below. If you're interested in buying the Vesgantti, though I don't recommend it, we've got a link in the description. For more from NapLab, be sure to get subscribed, ring that bell, and visit us over at naplab.com. As always, thank you so much for watching. The Vesgantti has good sitting edge support and poor lying edge support. Dillies, do you mind? You do mind, okay.
Get in there.